You know, if not for Saturday and the assassination attempt on Donald J. Trump, this would probably be a front-page story and a leading story on all broadcasts. The fact that government documents case, the classified documents case, has now been officially dropped by Judge Cannon, who critics say is too friendly to the guy who picked her for a life on the bench. I want to go to Andrew Cherkasky on this, a former federal prosecutor, constitutional law attorney. What he makes of this development. Does this all go away now, or how would you define it, Andrew?
Well, the case is now dismissed. It is now eligible to essentially go up on appeal. They could even file for a reconsideration from Judge Cannon if they think she got some of her facts or her law wrong. It's a very detailed decision, over 90 pages, and she goes into the idea that kind of on two fronts, both the appointments and the appropriations. So the appointment itself and the money that was being used by Jack Smith was inappropriately delegated.
But he himself, the appointment of him was the issue, right?
That's right. He's not a Senate-confirmed or presidentially appointed individual, and the Constitution essentially demands that. That's part of the separation of authorities, that the president is the one who appoints certain individuals, and the Senate has to confirm them, as well as the Congress having authority over giving money to the operations of executive branch agencies. And so those failures is what led Judge Cannon to dismiss this.
Why not earlier? Was this issue, if I remember correctly, was, right? So why now?
It's taken some time to get to this point. It is a kind of a preliminary issue. Before you can get into any of the other facts of this case or even try the case, this had to be decided. We have to remember with the immunity order a couple of weeks ago, Justice Thomas had actually kind of commented on this, calling into question the appointment of Jack Smith. And so perhaps that created some more kind of baseline or some more ideas in Judge Cannon's mind. But the motions for this had only really been heard recently in the filings. So the timing of this isn't suspicious or questionable.
So what does Jack Smith do now?
Well, Jack Smith is basically has to hang up his coat and kind of walk out. But like I said, he has the ability to file appeals on this.
And where would that go?
So it goes to the 11th Circuit first. The 11th Circuit will reach whatever determination they will. Meanwhile, we have the January 6th case, which will have similar challenges, no doubt, coming on this. That could cause a division between the D.C. Circuit and the 11th Circuit. Ultimately, I think this goes to the Supreme Court if the case lasts that long. Remember, if Donald Trump gets elected, he could kill this case entirely, and that could just be the end of it.
On that, very quickly, your thoughts on the timing of this. You said that there was nothing suspicious about that, but of course, we all know what happened this past weekend. Did that have anything at all to do with this? I
can't imagine it would have. This is a very long decision from the judge, and this has been going on for a long time. So she would have had to have put in weeks and weeks of preparation to actually get this ready to submit today. So I can't see that. And it didn't seem like a rushed decision in any regard. Very lengthy, very detailed, and I thought a very well-written decision.
Got it. Andrew Cherkasky on all of that.